You're watching an NDTV exclusive. To meet Lalit Modi means you have to travel to some pretty exotic locations. Last time, Lalit and I almost sat down in Montenegro. That didn't quite work out. But now we're here in Bangkok, Thailand. We're here because Lalit Modi has won a major battle in the Interpol court for the moment. India has been trying to get what is known as a red notice, a global arrest warrant issued against him. But just earlier this week, Interpol ruled that they will not be issuing that red notice, and in fact they're deleting all records of Lalit Modi from his database, which probably explains why Lalit Modi has got a smile on his face, though he's always smiling.
I'm always smiling, but it's taken 6 years of my life. This matter began 6 years ago.
Yeah.
To date, not a single charge sheet has been filed anywhere in the world. Not a single case has been brought up against me anywhere in the world. It's innuendos in media that they say they are going to question me for something. They question everybody.
But the cases against you in India do remain. I mean,
it can remain.
Interpol has given you a clean sheet.
One second. The case in India can remain with the ED. At the end of the day, it will have to go to court one day.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to investigate, they're most welcome. But ultimately, it has to go to court to be tried. To be tried, you must have some documentation. You must have something on your plate.
I'll come to those charges in just a second. But tell me about Interpol first.
Yes.
Because some say that you knew this was coming.
Oh, I had.
Because you have gamed the system. You have contacts in Interpol, and they have helped you out on more than one occasion.
I think you got Interpol completely wrong.
All right.
First and foremost, there's a secretariat.
Yes.
And then there's a commission.
Right.
There's an independent commission of judges, which comes from various parts of the world.
Okay.
They are the ones who decide. Nobody's allowed to go and meet the judges. If I tried to meet the judges, we were not even given access. So nobody gets access to the judges. They independently make their judgment.
Sit down and take the decision. But when people say that amongst your best friends is a gentleman called Ron Noble, who is the former head of Interpol.
But he's the secretariat. He himself cannot talk to the commission. Please understand.
But he's a dear friend of yours.
He's a good friend of mine. The point is not that. I have lots of good friends around the world.
Yeah.
The point is that Interpol decides the matter on the basis of legality. By the way, it's not that they gave me a clean sheet all the way through. They actually were going after me, because the Indian government had put so much pressure on them and had lied to them and given them documentation.
Okay, no, but...
No, one second, hold on. And they were in the process of issuing. So when we said to them, produce the document, because they were being arm twisted. They said, oh, we don't have any document, we believe them. I said, what do you mean you believe them?
No, so you're saying that A, there is Ron Noble, B, there is a gentleman called Ratsel Martha, who's the former legal counsel of Interpol. He now heads a law firm which represents you. Surely you accept that even for an organization like Interpol, old relationships matter.
It doesn't matter, first and foremost. What matters is the law. What matters is the law. This is an international, worldwide, most famous body in the world. One second, famous body in the world.
Yeah.
There are no questions on the integrity of the body by any country in the world so far, ever. And so the point is, whenever they do take a decision, they don't care. They don't care about who the person is. They take a decision based upon the merits of the case, and only on the merits of the case, because it's not decided by the secretariat.
Okay, but how do you explain the fact then that for someone like you, who has been under the Interpol scanner, as you said, they went after you, you seem to have all these friends and associates who are former heads of Interpol, legal counsel of Interpol.
One second. When people retire from the government, you look at all business houses, they hire those bureaucrats and they work for them. Or they hire XYZ, they work for them.
For a reason.
No, not for a reason.
Because they still have influence in the running of the government.
One second, we don't want to have influence in running of the government. We want to have influence only in regard to understanding the law. If we don't understand the law, it's a very, very complicated field. It's international law.
Okay.
It goes across jurisdiction.
Okay.
It goes across many, many different countries. So what happens is that when somebody is asking for a documentation, first and foremost, let's be very clear. The basic thing that you're got to give to anybody, even to a judge in India, is a charge sheet.
Right.
Or there must be a charge sheet, or there must be a complaint. Where is it?
Okay.
One second, where is it? Now 7 years have gone by. I want you to ask the ED, where is the charge sheet?
Okay.
One second. They're basing this all upon what? They're basing this all upon an FIR that was filed by Mr. N. Srinivasan in Chennai. Now, by the way, do you know what the FIR says?
I know.
No, what does it say? It says that this matter is not criminal. There is no locus standi of Mr. Lalit Modi in the matter. They don't want to close that file. I have a copy of that file.
I know. I've seen the FIR. So,
No,
so let me finish
Yes.
the question at least. So you are denying the fact
Yes.
that any of this, any of the relief you got from the Interpol, has nothing to do with these extraordinary
Absolutely.
relationships you have
Absolutely. In
with
fact, they went against
senior
me.
officials of the Interpol.
Ex-official of the Interpol. The new regime doesn't even like the old regime. It is extremely difficult, first and foremost, to penetrate the commission. The commissions are changed all the time, and the commission are judges who we don't even know.
There were leaked emails between Ron Noble and Rutsal Martha.
But
where
no,
Ron
they're
Noble is
not
saying,
one second.
He's saying, please ask, he's telling Mr. Martha, please ask Interpol to issue clarifications on Lalit
Well,
Modi's status.
excuse me, that's not leaked information. That is my legal team telling each other we need to ask for more clarification. It's a right to ask for clarification. When we are going to a body that is
Okay.
going to take a judgment, India is asking for clarification. We are going to ask for clarification.
Okay,
All
so
parties,
you're saying
all,
you're
parties,
not- you're
all
saying-
parties are required to ask for clarification. If you don't get clarification, how are you going to build your case?
Okay, so you're saying that you've
Yes.
not gamed the system. This is an independent, impartial result that
Listen,
has come in your favor. But if you take India, let me
Yes,
ask you about India.
yes.
The Indian government. Now, you said that it was the Congress. This is the allegation that
Yes.
the Congress has been going on a witch hunt after you, but the
Yes.
government changed.
Yes.
New government comes. They continue to go after you.
Because
and then you get away, and then you let off.
One minute, I'm not let off. The new government comes, the old government pressurizes the new government. You saw what they did with the parliament. They stalled the parliament for some reason or the other a year ago. My point is very simple.
Are you saying that-
My point is simple.
Yeah.
My point is simple, that there has to be a locus standi to take action. You're not guilty. In our country, you are found guilty without even a charge. Because somebody says so. Okay, 1 minute. Somebody says so. Today I sit here today. I am the one, by the way, just for this, I want to put it for record.
Yeah.
I am the one who created the IPL. I did not take anybody's money,
Right.
nor government money, nor public money. I created it on my own, with my own people. Okay, there was no money taken from anybody.
Okay, one second.
One second. I
No,
want to
you're
explain.
you're not even allowing me to ask questions. It's
You-
becoming
I
a
will-
monologue. The allegation though is that you did siphon off money. You siphoned off. No, 1 second. Let me put the allegation to you. You can rebut it. That allegation still remains as a piece of investigation by the Indian agency that as part of what is a facilitation fee between a sports management company and a broadcaster, you siphoned off some of that money.
Is
So that
that-
allegation still remains.
Allegation remains in whose mind? Only in the mind of Indian people, first of all, who
The
don't
ED.
understand the law, number one.
No,
Number
the
two,
the
one
ED,
second.
the Enforcement Directorate.
They're clowns. And I say that very clearly because, number one, international companies like Lagadia are involved and in this transaction. The Indian government went around the world checking bank accounts,
Okay.
looking money trail. They did not find anything, number one. Number two, the money trail dried up and the money that the World Sports Group took was returned back to Sony. One minute. So if I had taken X amount of money, you think they're not going to come after me?
Okay, let me ask you
One
a
minute,
question.
Let
No,
me
no,
ask you
let me
one
ask you-
second.
let me ask you a
You're making
question.
an allegation out here of siphoning off. Siphoning off.
I'm not
there-
making the allegation.
Somebody
It's
else
the
made.
ED. Yeah.
But these people have made an allegation 7 years ago. All the other people are in their control.
Right.
They're living there. They can arm twist them, tell them to give an affidavit against me, show me a bank account where
Okay.
Lalit Modi has got.
Let me ask
to
you something
date,
which-
why hasn't that appeared? 7 years later.
Okay,
I
let
mean,
me-
I rest my case.
I ask you something which a lot of people have in their
Yes.
mind. You're saying you've not siphoned off any money from
Yes.
IPL, but you're not associated with IPL anymore. Then how do you afford this Lalit Modi lifestyle?
What are you talking about?
Here we are in this.
Have you seen
know,
the KK Modi group? Have you seen
luxurious
have you
hotel
seen the
in
Modi,
Bangkok?
you know how big the Modi group is? Are you aware?
Yes, of course I'm aware.
What? Our market cap is close to what you call $3 billion. What's wrong with you people? And it has always been. I always had a lifestyle bigger than anybody else in India from the very beginning.
So
So
are you
how do you
saying-
think the Modi family was the premier family in Delhi?
Okay, so-
So my grandfather Gujarmal Modi built what?
Okay,
So
so
what,
are you
I
saying-
think that you think that because I came with a diamond spoon in my mouth, not with a silver spoon. I came with a diamond spoon in my mouth,
Okay,
and I've
but
always had it.
Are you saying
Yes.
that the family wealth is
Yes.
what is subsidizing
It's
all
not
this
subsidizing.
larger than life?
What is subsidizing? It's my wealth,
Okay.
so I can do what I want with it.
But
So
you're not
what-
actively involved in the family business.
Well,
That's what I'm asking you.
1 second. Whether you're involved or not involved, every shareholder of the business is equal of the business.
Yes.
So if you're a shareholder of the business and you're a member of the family, you get equal. And I was involved with the business, and I'm not involved sometimes. We have a totally professional management. First and foremost, no members of the family are involved in the day-to-day functioning of any company.
Right.
All companies that are set up new members participate.
This is Godfrey Phillips, which is the cigarette maker.
They're all professionally managed.
Which is the big sort of revenue generator.
And Indophil, big generator.
Indophil, which is chemicals and
largest manufacturer insecticides and chemicals in the world.
insecticides and chemicals.
And so these are individually managed companies, highly profitable companies.
Okay.
Their market caps run into billions. Okay, their turnovers run into billions. So they're highly profitable. We take any debt.
You're saying it is as you said, you're born with a diamond spoon in your mouth.
Yes.
So therefore, all of this.
What is it got to do with cricket?
Flows from that. No, the question is because the allegation being that where is the money coming from? Like I said at the outset,
Ask the politician
to afford the Lalit Modi
ask the
lifestyle.
politician,
Yeah.
all the politicians in Delhi for the last 50 years, where did their money come from? Not me. Ask them where their money came from. We were Delhi based. Ask all of them where their money came from.
You may well know.
I know because we were the only industrial family based, Delhi based. You should ask them where their money came from. Don't ask me because we were the ones, were the premier industrial family in Delhi.
Why don't you name names?
I'm not interested in naming names. Name.
Why not?
I'm not interested.
You keep saying that I'm going to make. You keep saying that you're going to blow the lid off the.
I have formally, after 7 years,
Okay.
had a victory against a government that pursued me without cause,
Okay.
without documentation. To date, they haven't even been able to produce a single document against me. I mean, they should have at least produced one, not a single document in the international court, whether it's in the bilateral treaty or a multilateral treaty. All have been rejected. England rejected the multilateral treaty. Everybody's rejected everything.
Right. Okay. Let me ask you this then. Let me come back to the question I put to you. You said that you have been the victim of a witch hunt by the Congress party.
That's right.
They had a problem with you.
That's right.
But you still didn't answer my question. That it's now been 3.5 years since the Modi government has come into power. But it's not like they took the foot off the pedal. I mean, they also pursued you.
It's an ongoing investigation. But the Congress party is every day going after them and saying, "What are you doing to Lalit Modi? What are you doing?" So they will investigate.
You're saying it's because of pressure that they're doing this? Otherwise, they won't want to.
The department is going on. They would want to. They would want to finish it. But the point is, the department concerned. The department concerned is going on a witch hunt.
Okay.
And if they had document, I wish they had one. How they had one document? Let them just produce that one document. They can't produce even one in 7 years. I mean, come on, that's a joke. Many people in our country have siphoned off money and they get away. I am the one who created 47,000 crores of wealth. I created 47,000 crores of wealth for nothing. From nothing. I'm sorry.
Maybe they will produce that document. Maybe they will not.
I did not take government subsidies. I did not take government money. I didn't take public money. I created for my ingenuity. I put a whole nation. I brought it together. I created a product that unites the whole nation.
All right, let me
what
ask
has anybody else done?
Okay, let me ask you now the politics of it, because you're saying that it was the problem was with the Congress. You have been a big admirer of Narendra Modi.
Yes.
You're public about it.
Yes.
You continue to admire him.
I completely admire him. Look what he has done with the currency. Look what he has done with the GST. Nobody else could do it. He has gone out there and implemented. These are tough steps. And a lot of people criticize him. But in the long run, these policies are going to safeguard India's economic policy.
But here's the great irony of it. The fact that you managed to once again embarrass India in the international forum.
I am not interested in
embarrasses the government, embarrasses Narendra Modi.
One second.
Because people turn around and say, let me finish. People turn around and say, here is a gentleman who says he'll come in, he'll catch all those who face charges of corruption, he'll bring back Vijay Mallya, he'll bring back Lalit Modi, and here we are.
Listen, you can bring
enjoying this beautiful Bangkok morning.
Because it is you people who think that there is corruption. When there is no corruption, what do you want to catch? I've been saying, so as far as I'm concerned, I am saying very clearly from day one, I've said whatever I said. I said Srinivasan was a crook. You guys said no. 4 years later, he became one. Everybody that I pointed out. 1 minute.
My question is on Narendra Modi. And
my question on Narendra Bhai is also this. My point is that why you think that if I have to save myself, that it is going to bring no credibility on the nation. That is not my fault.
Because that government is the same government. The government of India is pursuing you. The government is headed by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is Narendra Modi.
But there is the people in the department who should do their job, and the people in the department don't do their job and get the documents across. I can't be held to respond to it.
Have you had any chance to convey your point of view to him?
No, I haven't had any chance to convey my point, and I don't need to. Because in my heart, I know I'm clean, and I know I don't need to. See, if I would be running away from things if I wasn't clean. I am not doing that for one reason only, because I know I'm clean. I'm from day one saying that.
Okay.